For the longest time, I just thought that there was something fundamentally wrong with me. There were these parts of my personality, these negative patterns of behavior that I didn't fully understand and didn't know why I couldn't stop or correct them. And so I just thought I was a bad person or fundamentally wrong. And it took a while of sort of changing that thought pattern and thinking differently. But as I came into a deeper consciousness and began to see that my mind kind of operates like a computer system that's just going and producing constant thoughts about anything all the time, and particularly about myself in this sort of self-centered way. As soon as I could divorce from that a little bit, everything began to shift. And I began to see that these kind of defects of character were not fundamental to my being. They were patterns of behavior. They were things that I had learned or defenses I had developed or whatever it may be. And then once I could start looking at them objectively, then really what happened was this sort of terrain began to be mapped out for me, this personal terrain of my own growth, my own spiritual development. What are the things that I needed to work on and not beat myself up about, but just work on and do so through prayer, through meditation, through seeking to just how I do things. It was about progress, not perfection. There was nothing fundamentally wrong. It was just me as a human trying to move through the world, and I had developed certain ways of doing that. And now that I can see that some of those don't serve me anymore, I can do the incremental work of changing those things. And so I really don't think it's about beating up on yourself if you're feeling this way. It's about taking an honest assessment, seeing that terrain for what it is, and then beginning to make those changes, experimenting. How does it feel if I do this differently? How does it feel if I stop doing this? How does that affect the relationships around me? How does it affect my attitude, my thinking about the world? So rooting in something deeper in order to make those changes that made all the difference for me. So at the end of the day, what I settled into is knowing that I'm not broken, that I'm not fundamentally flawed, but I'm just human. And that means that I'm here to develop and to learn and to grow, and that's what being human is.